Well, I don't know about you, but I love Italian food, and I think something that's happened in America in general since Pizza Hut and Domino's kind of took over the scene is that our tastes have been westernized, if you will, and we've forgotten some of the recipes from the old country. To talk about that today, the managing partner of Princi Italia, Jose Perez. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Well, thanks for bringing back old world traditions.
Well, thank you. It has been a great honor to work for Princi Italia for several years now, and have learned so much from their culture and their roots, where they come from, and so on. And our chefs have done a phenomenal job putting our menus together, and we're excited that we're passing on to great neighborhood in the West Plano location.
Tell us the history, because it's been around now for a decade.
Well, the Princi Italia in Dallas has been there for over, I think, 10 years now. Was the first one open. We had another location in the Atlanta area, which unfortunately we closed several years ago. And then in 2015, November 2015, we opened the doors to the Plano location. It's been designed to attract great people. A lot of our demographics are clients that have traveled to Italy, and they come consistently to the restaurant because they feel like they're in Italy.
Yes.
I think good history. Obviously, we are owned by Restaurant Works, Patrick Colombo, great business owner. I'm very honored to work for him for the last 12 years. And, he's always looking to be the best. Well, and, that kind of translates to the managers.
Well, and you uphold those high standards. My wife Victoria and I come there all the time, and have never had a bad meal. Your staff is just top shelf. I want to show some food and drink, and then have you describe it for us. So
okay.
Let's go ahead and start with the first. What are we looking at here?
Okay, so that one is our traditional spaghetti bolognese. It is actually ground beef, and then has a little prosciutto in there. And it's been around. This is, when I said the classic, it's just because it is not your typical spaghetti with meat sauce that you usually get in a lot of the Italian restaurants. This is actually a classic dish that has, it's made with cinnamon and a little bit of cloves in there. And it just gives it such a nice sweet taste to it, but it's not that sweet taste that you find on a dessert like.
Yes.
But it is just so well balanced, and it's just great. This one is an old brunch pizza. We used to have the egg pizza. It has the fresh mozzarella, a little bit of spinach, and fried egg on the top. Very good, and so funny. People now on brunch are asking for it, and it has been such a long time since we have had it. So
yes, well, I vouch the pizza and the flatbreads, the margarita flatbread, so to die for. But let's keep going with the slideshow. Okay, what are we looking at? Okay,
this one is the roasted mussels with our garlic bread. It's actually it's done with we take the mussels, they're pan seared almost, and we put it on a arrabbiata sauce, which has got a little spice to it, and also a seafood stock. And we let it season there with a little bit of garlic, basil, and once obviously the mussels open, it's ready, and it is to die for.
Yes.
I've never been a big mussel person, but after trying those, it's been excellent.
Okay,
very delicious.
What's this one?
That is a fava bean bruschetta. We're surrounded by a lot of, and more people are becoming vegetarian these days. And we do have such a large vegetarian audience out in Plano. This is one of the best bruschettas that we had. Is the fava bean, and it's got the fava bean puree out of fresh fava beans, and then little ricotta cheese, salt, pepper.
You're getting me hungry here. I should have insisted that you bring free samples for
There you go. I should have thought of that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What do we got next?
Okay, so this one is the one of the traditional seafood Demar spaghetti. Got a little bit of basil sauce in it. Not very heavy. So again, we get a lot of people that don't eat meats and
Sure.
poultry or anything like that. So we do focus on a lot on seafood. And that's one of the greatest lighter dish that is actually seafood. Got a little bit of scallops there too. So
Awesome. And what's this one?
that one is it's actually on our happy hour menu and also on our regular brunch menu. It is a grilled cheese with the tomato basil soup.
Oh, nice.
So it's very nice to dip in,
Yes.
have a little bite.
And
This one is actually, we did this for a special event. I remember this one. This one is a chocolate cream cake.
Oh my goodness.
All homemade. We have great chefs that focus on producing quality food for our clients. And
Ooh, what is that one?
this one is, this one,
It looks like almost like a sundae over some kind of shortbread or something, or what is this?
yeah,
I stumped you.
yeah, I didn't really saw this one before. I haven't seen this one before. I think this is, this was actually, I now remember because this is actually a picture taken at the Plano location. That is a scone
Okay.
with the ice cream and chocolate drizzle. We did this for a private event that we had. We never served it on the restaurant, but it was actually made for a private event.
Nice.
When I say private event, we do wine dinners. So that was a wine dinner dessert. So that's. I knew I recognized it, but I never had that on the menu. So it caught me off guard there for a second.
This is a show called Stump the GM.
There you go.
What are we looking at here?
Okay, so we have Saint Germain. It's a liqueur. We actually you can do about a half an ounce on a prosecco, which that's the drink that you're seeing right there. Then you have the tequila and the Cointreau.
Sure. I'm a big tequila guy, so you.
So yeah, there's. I don't know how we got those pictures there. I know that we do a lot of mimosas during the brunch. I think those are the ones that we do in here now. That is actually the ex Benedict.
Oh yes.
With our, we have the blood peach mimosa, and then your regular mimosa, and then a glass of prosecco with strawberries.
And you're really well known for your brunches too, aren't you? I think I
Well,
read,
we started to build our business for brunch. We're seeing a little more of a pickup now. We've been challenged a little bit. We noticed the other day that if you go to Google, it says that we're closed for brunch.
Oh no!
So I think if people trying to look us up and
Well, that's
you know,
bad.
it's-
That's
it's-
bad information. As I was googling you today to prepare for the show, they have you under best Father's Day brunches and Mother's Day brunches. So you're up there for some of that.
I know, but we want that for for regular Sunday service, and I think what happens is that sometimes information gets lost,
Sure.
shuffled, and something comes up that is not true. So we're in the process of investigating why it's Google saying that we're closed on Sunday brunch. So
Who knows? Google
It's-
sometimes gets it wrong. Is one more picture? What are we looking at here?
okay, so that's so we have a picture, couple of pictures there, mainly wine. That's our wine wall at Princi. We do 75% Italian wines and 25% domestics.
Sure.
Domestic being from the United States. We don't do any other New Zealand or any South American or South African wines. We focus mainly on Italian and California wines. But going back to that picture, you see those beautiful tomatoes right there on the bottom. Those are the heirloom tomatoes. we're now in the season for heirloom tomatoes, and we're doing a great menu until the 28th of August with our heirloom tomatoes.
Sure.
And it's been a success. We have some great dishes, so you need to stop by and have some there.
Absolutely. Well, you got me hungry and thirsty during this show. Let's talk more about it's a family-owned restaurant, and that's important because you've worked for large organizations, and sometimes having the hominess of a family operation helps out the experience, doesn't it?
Yes. So I worked for Neiman Marcus for 13 years. I learned a lot from the customer service, hospitality perspective. I've worked with some great peers. Malcolm Rubin was the store manager for the stores at North Park. Learned a lot from him.
Nice.
He was a person that it was all about the customer.
Yes.
I learned that from him. Again, 13 years. And then that's a large company.
Sure.
And going from there to a family-owned company, you do bring a lot to the table, because especially coming from that kind of background. But the fact that you report to the main person, it's kind of nice to just don't have to go through the many different channels. But
Exactly.
Working for Patrick, it's been an honor. He is a great business owner, husband, father. He has been great to me, and he is great to his whole entire staff, which it means a lot.
Sure.
That you have that support. And we do have other restaurants. We're under the same under the umbrella of Restaurant Works with this, which is Princi Italia and Crew at Wine Bar,
Oh, yeah.
Food and Wine Bar.
We've been to Crew as well. Yeah, that's beautiful.
So I have never had any issues with anything. I mean, I love working for him, and I've done so for 12 years. And the funny thing is that I look forward to come to the restaurant every day.
Well, you should.
It's not like I'm burned out or anything like that. He is very supportive of having days off and so on. But again, it's you bring a lot coming from a large company to a family-owned company, and I think that you implement that knowledge, and it helps you to be successful.
Dallas, Fort Worth, as you know, is kind of a fickle town. Restaurants can be very hot for a year and then they close. But you guys have become kind of a classic brand, and everybody knows what it stands for. One final question. I'm going to put you on the spot. I know you eat it at the restaurant all the time. If you had one last meal on the planet and you're eating at Princi, what do you have?
I will have the spaghetti bolognese.
Really? Love it.
Yes, it's by far one of the most consistent dish that we have in the restaurant. It's you can taste it today, you can come back a year later, it is going to taste the same.
Amazing. That's a great way to end this show. We're going to end with the website, which is princiitalia.com. Thank you, Jose Perez, for coming on the show.
My pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.
You bet. That's it for now. We'll see you next time.